Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the X4 Tides of Avarice, Cradle of Humanity, and Split Vendetta expansions. My name is Sokka. I've built stations around my homeworld of Argon Prime. I've helped a Boron named Bozo Ta conduct research. I've helped a man named Dalbusta shape the diplomacy of everyone around. I've destroyed the vicious AI known as the Xenon and wiped them from our sectors. And now I find myself in a galaxy far, far away, among people I do not know, and places that I've never seen. I must start again anew in a body that isn't my own, and reclaim my empire, all in the name of finding my way back home. This is X4, the Star Wars roleplay series. Sokka's log 8250208. We stripped down our captured ship and sold it for parts, and then sold the chassis back for a nice profit. We found a pirate free port, but it wasn't long for this world. We purchased a brand new ship we called the Razor's Edge, and sold the Hornet. We looked for lodestone to construct a spacesuit EMP, but came up empty-handed. We ended up in Naboo space, checked out their ships, and started thinking about our next steps. We'll take a look at that. Coruscant, a planet that is entirely one city, and that is something to see for sure. That is nuts. But we have found a New Republic space, and we are docking up at the wharf here to see what kind of goodies the New Republic has as far as small and medium ships. The capital ships, the large and the XL, look very close to the Mon Calamari that we started with, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of fighters or transporters the New Republic has. Oh, and just as we get to the dock, there's a ship being built right here in front of us. Interesting indeed.
Hello.
Hey, Paul, so you all are pretty busy, eh? I'd like to buy a ship, please, and let's take a look at your small selection. So the U-Wing, okay, interesting, a courier, a Y-Wing long probe scout, all right, the E-Wing fighter, all right. X-Wings and Y-Wings require the military ship access, B-Wing bomber, A-Wing interceptor. And as far as medium ships go, YT-1300M, I mean, what a piece of junk! Gallifrey transporter, and then the Action Miners Corellian Corvettes. I've seen a few of these fly around. I was hoping that one of them would be abandoned. But ship shopping is not what we are here to do today. Nice payment. You can see the balance is very small, 355,000 credits as of now. I've done a few things, including making a graphene complex here in Bothawui. I noticed that graphene was at a high premium, and considering how there is helium and methane right next door to the graphene complex, it would be real easy to grab that methane. We're maxed out on energy cells. Storage is a massive thing that we need. But notice no smart chips for drones. I have not come across any smart chip production at all. So no drones on board, but graphene is still being produced, although not enough methane. I do have a brand new miner that I picked up that is attached to this place. And in fact, there it comes right now, the Hoover, which will suck up all of the methane in the local area and deliver it to the graphene complex. One thing that I notice is our manager here isn't really doing a good job of telling the Hoover to just mine right next door. So let's make that adjustment here. We'll, remove all orders and assignments, and we'll just set up a repeat order here. So Hoover, repeat the orders, confirm. First, you will mine for methane as much as you possibly can, and then you will sell where for the methane, quantity to 0, minimum price, we'll just make it bare minimum so that they will always do that. So now the Hoover will be a little bit better in mining up methane and delivering it to the graphene complex. I also have the Lodestar attached to the complex as a trader. And you can see by the flight path, the Lodestar is very busy dropping off all of the extra energy cells that I have here. So as the Lodestar makes their way from point to point, we can actually go into our account management and accept estimates and start pulling out money that the Lodestar is bringing in. And we do need that money for sure because, well, let me just show you what I recorded off camera. An unknown station, eh? Let's go ahead and take a gander. It looks very similar. Is this our ticket home? So far, so good. 100K away, and that is our facility. Enemies showing?
What are you doing here? Get lost. That station now belongs to the Black Sun.
But we're friends with the Black Sun. But no asteroid. Destroy forces. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out of here quick, fast, and in a hurry. That is a lot of ships for sure down there. Yeah, we are going to dock up real quick and get a look. Yeah, Black Sun -3. We're gonna have to figure this out. So yes, indeed, we have a mission to destroy forces guarding that facility. I'm Bozo Ta, and probably Dal too. I'm gonna blame Dal. Oh, it says we need to go to Dinan. No, actually, it's right down here at the very bottom of the map. Orto, Plutonia, past Vergesso, and Lalanik. So from Arcanus down through Lalanik, Vergesso, straight down to Orto, Plutonia, there is that unknown station, and it is inhabited, as you saw a little bit, by those Juve and Vong people. But I have a plan, just like Dalbusta, in order to deal with this situation. First, we need to see exactly what we are dealing with. And the Sinar and the Empire has this Imperial probe droid. So I'm hoping that this Imperial probe droid is fast enough to get in and out. I'm not entirely sure. We don't really need that many thrusters. As far as weapons go, it's not going to be attacking anything. But we need flight, long-range scanner, and object scanner, and it can have an advanced satellite. What I want to do is take this Imperial probe droid down, drop an advanced satellite, and get him out of there. It does need a pilot, which is interesting indeed. But 159,000 credits to try to get this probe droid in. A third of that is the advanced satellite. I am not going to be flying near that station. Nice. Probe droid here. You are the expendable. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to drop the advanced satellite right there. And then your next point of business is to get out of Dodge. Just fly right there when you are done with that. All right, so that probe droid should be taking off right now. And we'll see if we can get in and get out quick, fast, and in a hurry. And nice, got some graphene, and in fact, some energy traders from the New Republic are coming to our graphene complex to buy up. I'm just keeping an hour's worth of energy cells in, 2,400. So everything else is priced to go, and a nice drop off there as well. And hopefully the New Republic gave us a little bit of clout for selling them that stuff. So yeah, this thing doesn't have any shields and only 1,000 hull, but hopefully it's nice and small. Maybe they can, maybe it can get in without them seeing it, and we can drop in that advanced satellite right by that station. Because as you saw, it was very similar to what we have back home, although no big asteroids. So it's a big question whether or not Bozo Ta or Dalbusta is on board. One thing I hope we can do is get one of those Star Destroyers, and military ship access requires Imperial Officer rank, which is +10 plus a lot of extra goodies. I believe that was in our mail messages here for citizenship. So if the Galactic Empire, if we do 50,000 in credit transactions, we're a resident, production stations 1, So I don't know if that is have one station in Galactic Empire space. If so, we do have that graphene refinery that we can put down as well as 1 million credit transactions for the citizen. Militia is required for the capital ships and still needs plus 20 reputation. So we need 1 production station, 5 million in credit transactions, and a frontier defense station. Interesting enough. So does that mean that they have a job for us and we build them their frontier defense station? Or does that mean we have our own frontier defense station in their space? I'm not sure. Yeah, this probe droid isn't too awful fast. What we might have to do ourselves is maybe do like a flying run, pick up an advanced satellite from Arachnus, fly through as fast as we can, drop the advanced satellite, and get out of Dodge. There's also another station off the beaten path in Orto Plutonia as well, but I believe, yeah, you can see now all of the fighters that are nearby, and some of those actually may be capital ships as well. I didn't get a good look at everything around here, so I'm hoping our probe droid can get in nice and quiet, although I'm expecting it to get blown to smithereens. Bothaway is only 2 jumps away from Kamino, and we haven't met Kamino yet. We know about their wharf and their shipyard, but that is about it. We've actually never been there. So we'll leave the Hoover to their own devices and let that graphene complex keep on up, and there is some Kamino transports as well. So hopefully we'll get some more business from Kamino as well. And in Kamino, and it looks like, yeah, one of those trade ships that we captured. A lot of busy traffic around here in Kamino, that is for sure. So looks like Kamino is military only. They sell what the New Republic has, it looks like. Ooh, an Aether Sprite class interceptor. That is new. And what about on the medium? The Consular, the bulk freighter, and the Corvette. So, ooh, that must be a little bit better than that Consular. Well, the Consular's a little bit bigger. Corvette's a little stubbier, it looks like. So, Acclimator freighter, Artequin's light cruiser. All right. Acclimator 2 assault ship, destroyer. Yeah, something like that would certainly be nice. And what about your XLs? The Harbor class auxiliary ship. Okay, that looks interesting indeed. And the Venator Star Destroyer clone era carrier. Interesting enough. Yeah, that is way out of our price range, but we do need a ship big enough to take on all of those folks down south. Since we are patrolling Bothaway anyway to improve relations with the Hutt, we might as well try to pick up these lock boxes while we are on the way. And with 1 lock on it, that should be pretty easy to do, he says before he blows the lockbox sky high. But yeah, we're passing by our graphene refinery just right there. It isn't much, but it's making us some money, and we're actually going to be right by the Hoover. Nice. All right, so this thing is rotating nice and slow. We might have to adjust to get on the bottom of it. It would be nice if there was some lodestone in here. And skadoosh. Nvidium, basic weapon chambers, micro motors. Okay. Crystal bits and sedative. Oh, and I think we needed that for our first aid kit. Interesting, so we could make some money there. Might as well just take this opportunity while we can to dock up at the graphene complex, say hello to our new manager, and get this stuff crafted and sold. And the great thing is, we're patrolling Bothaway while we are sitting here at our station, so that is awesome indeed. Ladder, how did that work? There we go, first aid kits. We'll go ahead and craft 2 of those. Everything else is craftable. We just need a little bit more on those spacefly eggs. Ooh, we need a 1-star pilot seminar. We'll pick that up, and also a 2-star seminar as well. So crystal bits we can sell, not that expensive. The micro motors, so we'll make 700 bucks. What about those first aid kits, however? Yeah, 2 of those for 21,000. Outstanding.
Good luck out there.
Hello there.
Hello, Marie. Thanks for taking over the management job. Marie was actually a crew member on the Lodestar once upon a time, but now a 3-star manager. Thanks for all your hard work. Minus the whole Hoover thing. So the Hutts pointed out this Valerian militia dreadnought. And I mean, they want us to fight it. Not going to happen, but what might happen... Oh, he didn't bail out. Crap. Uh-oh. Dreadnought firing on the... Ooh, the ICG Pharmaceutical Goods Factory. Yeah, if this station can hold itself together, that would be awesome if we could get a militia dreadnought for free. Oh, something big just blew up. Okay. That was, that might have been something just starting construction, but man, that ICG Pharmaceutical Goods is getting lit up. But luckily the big cannons from the station are tearing into the shields a bit. It looks like they might have some fighter support. Maybe the Hutt Star Chaser is engaging as well. But yeah, that militia is trying to get out of there. Shield's about down, and we might get in a cheeky blast. So right before it gets destroyed, we'll fire. That way we can sort of get credit for the kill. Big hit. I think we might have got it as those Star Destroyers came in. Nice, more spacefly eggs, 9 of those. Security bypass systems. I kind of want more spacefly eggs if we can. Oh crap, that is goods. So module prefabs, I think we can sell those for a tidy profit in 8 minutes or so.
Container.
So we didn't get a free ship out of it, and it doesn't look like we got credit for the shot. And as fate would have it, our probe droid is now passing through Bothoi. Just a few more jumps to go. Larator, Mangaza, well, I say a few jumps, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit more time. Nice, 300,000 for the graphene sales, up to 729,000 credits. Slowly building back our funds, as we're going to need a lot of money if we are going to build another graphene complex in Imperial space. And we have someone that missed their ride, Anton Hong. I mean, they're here in Bothoi anyway, so we might as well double dip. Anton, let's get a move on. Get on the razor's edge, please. I will see you there. One thing I noticed from the seminar, Mr. Becker. Yes, great news for you. Here is a piloting seminar for you, sir. Outstanding in that. What that will do is allow Mr. Becker to then do advanced auto trade, which is awesome. And luckily we only need to stay in Bothoi for another minute and a half or so, and we'll get paid for our patrol. The hard cell transport that our passenger wants to go to is actually out of the system. And more importantly, the expendable is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps away. Oh yeah, that's right. We also picked up some cargo on the Razor's Edge, medical supplies and module prefabs. We might be able to drop them off. We'll see if there are any in this particular system that needs them. So medical supplies or module prefabs. I imagine with some construction, yeah, module prefabs, outstanding. All right, Razor's Edge, drop those 32 off. And then as far as medical supplies go, the graphene refinery, drop those 394 off. Outstanding, so get paid while we get paid. Yo, dog, I heard you like patrolling, so we set up a trade ship so you can trade while you trade. Nice, 86,000 for peace and stability, plus 6 to the Hutt cartel, puts us at +3. And we're just dropping off some stuff here at the construction site, the module prefabs. and then Cyrene can head across and drop off those medical supplies. Whoa! Now that's a pilot right there, I tell you.
The ship will be undocking soon. Can I help?
Yep, go ahead and proceed. +1 for the Independent Commerce Guild, another 75,000 there. Oh, and as luck would have it, it looks like Anton's ride is actually coming back into Bothaway. So we don't even have to go chase him down. So 25,000 there. It looks like the hard cell transport is just at the gate. We'll see if they adjust their trajectory down south, or if perhaps they're going to dock up at the pharmaceutical goods factory or the tech factory. It looks like they're coming this way. All right, dock and wait. One thing I do like is the probe droid's range. That is incredible. But we are just moments away from the expendable jumping into Plutonia, and we'll see if we can make it to that station.
Jump.
All right, jump coming. Probe droid has jumped into Plutonia. So haul the mail, get that advanced satellite dropped right in the center, and get back out, please. So far, no enemies on screen. Yeah, if we can sneak in there and drop off that satellite, that would be awesome indeed. And I think the advanced satellite would cover quite a bit. BLS Defender Corvette, BLS Star Chaser. There's the unknown station. Oh, crap.
Jump completed.
As a matter of fact, drop it like right there, please. I'm pretty sure the advanced satellite would work. Matter of fact, like, drop it there. Drop it there and go. Hopefully the advanced satellite would pick up all of this stuff. Come on. Drop it, expendable. Boom. Go. Go, 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 go. Get out of there. Fly and wait. All right, so capital ships for sure. Yep, and there goes the expendable away. So the expendable has done what it came to do and showed us everything that's here. Holy crap. Yeah, that is nuts indeed. And the great thing is they are leaving this satellite alone. BLS Neutron Star Cruisers, Star Chasers, Scrugs, Kizrax, Defender Corvettes. You know, expendable, while you're here, remove all orders and fly over here, let's say. Maybe we can stay out of their range. I want to see what this is. I don't know if it would be worth picking up another advanced satellite to drop over there, but I do like the fact that we have a good view on everything that's going on by that station now. Yeah, don't mind us chickens. It'll be interesting if we get over here and there's like some sort of shipyard or something over here that's just going to keep churning out black suns. Yeah, they don't seem to know we're here. Outstanding. Yep. Just get to that unknown station. Right on that edge, if you please. The Yuzhan Vong armed beacon. So I wonder if we destroy that thing, would that make them non-hostile? That is an interesting question indeed. Either way, I know it exists. Can we get any information on it? We don't know how armed it is. I don't even know if that's like a station, but it kind of looks like. Yeah, very similar to what the Yaki had. And we are all set. Outstanding. We can undock, please, Siren. And we'll go ahead and tell the expendable to dock at the graphene refinery. Should be fine there. So yes, indeed, I'm thinking that Yuzhan Vong arm beacon may be controlling these black suns. And if we can destroy that and basically get their minds right, they may just leave and give us the station, because I don't really appreciate going through and trying to destroy all of that. There we go, 100,000 from trades finally puts us over the 1 million credit mark. Though ideally, though, we could get those Durasteel plates, but we are quite a few million away from affording Durasteel plate production. But we would get our money back with this mission. We just need the initial capital to do that. And Mr. Becker and Lodestar only has 2 more energy cell trades left before he is empty. And then we will definitely set for an advanced auto trade, perhaps originating out of Arcanus, because there is a lot of places within 3 jumps that he could go. So we've got that all set up, and it looks like Rhea is his last trade, which is indeed 3 jumps away from Arcanus. So once he completes that trade, he'll kick in his advanced auto trade options. And as timing would have it, we are back at our graphene refinery. Nice. Trade Federation will buy up some of our graphene, giving us a lot more money. Look at just the sheer size of this. Like, it's crazy. Oh, so they're going to do their trade, but the Hoover is coming. Oh, easy does it. Yeah, Hoover just forced them out of the way, but here is the Hoover. Our gas miner doing the work. So this mission popped up about the ICG needing refined metals. We would need a solid storage purchase as well as the refined metal blueprint. But if we can get our money back fairly quick, that may jumpstart us into the Durasteel purchase, which would then give us a few good blueprints to work with here. Oh, and the Lodestar is already on it. 6,600 energy cells from the pharmaceutical goods factory to the wharf for a good turnaround. So yeah, Lodestar wasting no time in finding good trades. And just over there, landing in docking bay 6, is our probe droid. I tell you what, it's much bigger than I thought it would be. But congratulations on surviving out there in the wild blue yonder. We are going to make good use of you. So something you can do, revisit some known stations, and let's do Sirpar, since that looks like a pretty active place. We want to make sure that we know all of their goods. And yeah, let's just keep it boosted to 350, why not? Good luck, expendable. And it is going to be a long flight back up to Cantonica, because we are heading to the CSA, where we have the most amount of faction, just to see if they can give us some sort of a discount. And we are going to look for those refined metals. Hopefully we can get that blueprint for cheap, and then we can start working next time on building some refined metals. One good thing about traveling across the galaxy is we get to refresh some trade offers, as well as be on the lookout for any ongoing dogfights that might actually land us some extra ships, maybe even a capital. I hope we come across like a Star Destroyer out here on its own, just doing a whole lot of nothing and cap it. Man, that would be, yeah, far-fetched for sure, but interesting indeed. Ooh, big dog fight here. Ah, they didn't bail. Come on, someone bail, please. I need some new ships. Come on, spacefly eggs. That would be awesome indeed. Maybe even some lodestone. Fuel container and a seminar for 2-star crew manager. All right, that may come in handy. Ooh, big trade, buying advanced composites and selling them to the high-tech factory. 500,000 from trades. That's gonna be good for sure. And we might need it as these refined metals might be a little bit more expensive than what I'm thinking. Plus, we also need solid container storage. Hello, Aaron. I am back. And I would need some blueprints for production, please. Refined metals. Where are refined metals? Only 466,000 credits. Outstanding. And then we need solid container storage here. So 300,000 there. That would get us exactly what we need. 322,000 credits to start construction. Oh crap, someone's doing withdrawal. There we go, 32,000 credits, 800,000 purchased. And what is the core? Oh, you approve, outstanding. We are a visitor
Good luck
still.
out there.
Yep, thank you. So we have 107,000 in the factory, outstanding. That takes us up to 140. 690,000 are coming back eventually. So when those trades go through, we will be all set to get our builder hired, our plot purchased and license purchased as well. We'll build them up and start getting some factory profits. So, not an action-packed week, but definitely a productive one. We have learned quite a bit about what is going on at the very bottom of the galaxy, and I do have questions about that Yuzhan Vong armed beacon. If this is driving them insane to where they're not thinking like Black Sun anymore, then we have a legitimate strategy that doesn't involve throwing massive amounts of ships at massive amounts of ships. But Cyrene, go ahead and sign off here. I will see you later. Cyrene will see you later. And even Evan and Ivan. Not really the twins, but you just dyed your hair so you two weren't confused with each other, right?